some extremely frightening moments. This is for Congressman Lee Zeldin. He was attacked during a campaign stop in upstate New York. The Republican nominee for governor was on stage. That is when a man walked up to him, grabbed his arm, and attempted to stab him. That suspect was initially released, but has now been arrested on a federal assault charge.
So we are joined this morning in our studio by Congressman Lee Zeldin. Nice to have you here. And I'm happy that you're in one piece.
I'm happy to be in one piece.
Can we talk about that moment for a second? Did you understand what was going on? What was your reaction?
It was weird because two very different things happening at the same time. One, I'm seeing a hat that says that he's a veteran, which in life means drop all guard. I love our vets, I'm one myself, but at the same time, he has something in his hand and he's lunging up, and I'm seeing what looked like two daggers coming out of brass knuckles. It looked like a claw, and he was coming towards my neck. I could thank my mother for those karate lessons when I was a kid. I was a black belt, and part of the training, it was a drill where if someone's coming at you with a knife, some people think you go for the knife. It's actually better to go for the wrist. If you can control the wrist, you can control the knife. But those two very different things happening at the same time, when I saw the vet's hat, but then someone's coming at me with this claw.
That's so wild.
So I think a lot of people were just outraged that he was let out the next day. Now, the district attorney is actually a supporter of yours up there, right?
She was there.
She was there.
Yeah.
So why didn't she, fix the charges?
Well, she actually instantly, she said on site that she was going to have to recuse herself. So she was never involved with the charging of the case. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office asked me, do you think he should be arrested? I said yes. He said, the law enforcement officer said, sorry, I had to ask. And then they went through their process. They detained him, they questioned him, and then they charged him. And in New York, even though they charged him with what was a violent felony assault, it still is not bail eligible. And I really feel like I actually was giving a speech talking about the need to repeal cashless bail. I had just released a campaign ad that was talking about how we need to repeal cashless bail. And I was critical of Alvin Bragg in this state. And then this happens where within hours, he's back out on the streets. Thankfully, on Saturday, the feds rearrest him, charge him with a more serious offense, but that's only because I'm a member of Congress.
Well, why didn't they do that from the beginning?
So the feds actually, when we were speaking to them on Saturday, they were really impressed by how quickly they were able to move in that. They were happy that they were able to rearrest him on Saturday.
So you're talking about bail reform. I know you're saying this has to be fixed, and this happens. What do you think the bigger message is in terms of fixing this whole problem?
The crime's on the rise. People don't feel safe on our streets and our subways. We have to tackle what is a move up in Albany that is enacting pro-criminal policies that need to be reversed. From the legal end, from the statutory end, we need to repeal cashless bail. You need prosecutors doing their job. Here, the Manhattan District Attorney, since day one, said across the board, all sorts of laws he's just not going to enforce. We don't have recall elections in New York. So the governor of the state of New York doesn't just have a constitutional authority to remove a DA who refuses to enforce the law. I would say the governor has a constitutional duty to remove a DA who refuses to enforce the law. Now, and as far as cashless bail goes, this isn't just one random cashless bail incident, and there's no data to support what we're talking about here. Just a few weeks ago, this month, two Mexican cartel drug smugglers arrested in Inwood, and they end up immediately released. They had $1.2 million worth of crystal meth. And the argument for cashless bail is if it's a low-level offense, if there's no danger, clean record, they're not a flight risk, they shouldn't be stuck behind bars solely because they can't afford the smallest amount of cash bail.
Yeah.
I would offer that if you are busted with $1.2 million worth of crystal meth and you don't have money to post bail, that's on you. You didn't plan. You're not a good criminal. You're not a good drug dealer. You're not a good businessman. Right. But we have a real issue with cashless bail in the state.
But when you talk to people about this, and we talk to people on both sides of the aisle on this, who say that this is for the rights of people not to be behind jail, like you said. But when you're arguing the fact that it's creating more crime, some people will say that's actually not happening. Those numbers don't correlate. How do you argue with people with that?
Kathy Hochul says that. When the media was asking Kathy Hochul about the need to have a repeal, a massive overhaul, the reason why she was being asked was because in her own party, the New York City mayor was calling for a massive overhaul of cashless bail. That's why she got the question. And her answer was that the data doesn't support it.
Yeah.
And then she gets asked about Alvin Bragg and the Jose Alba case, and she says it's a local decision. She was asked about Alvin Bragg at first when the day one memo came out, and she said he just got there, cut him some slack, he's doing his job. If you don't, you sit in a seat as the governor. If you don't want to make the tough decisions to keep people safe, then get out of the seat and let someone else fill it who will actually back our law enforcement, who will make sure our streets are controlled by law-abiding citizens instead of criminals, who will field that question about the need to overhaul cashless bail because the New York City mayor is begging for it and won't say, well, no, the data doesn't support it.
Can we talk a little bit about you now, because you still are on the campaign trail? You want to be our governor of New York. Do you have security? Did the NYPD cover? What's going on with your security when you go out there?
Last night we were in Queens. The NYPD was great. They were there when I woke up Friday morning, because we had rallies all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I was standing off stage Thursday, there were people talking about, is he going to get back on stage? Of course I'm going to get back on stage. They were asking me, well, are you going to still do your rallies tomorrow? Of course, we can't be deterred by this stuff. But I will tell you that security massively ramped up.
Okay, so NYPD, what happens when you're not in the city?
So we were in different jurisdictions all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, different counties, different towns, and everywhere the local law enforcement was exceptional. We heard from the U.S. Capitol Police. We heard from the New York State Troopers. Every level of government, law enforcement, very focused on doing whatever needs to get done to make sure that this never happens again.
Hey, did you rescue somebody yesterday? Is this true?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, there's a rumor going around.
What a weekend.
Well, so what happened?
Well, we had the press conference where I got asked by this person trying to get me to admit that the earth was flat. I'm like, no, it's round. Yesterday, we're giving a speech. It's pretty hot in New York this weekend, and a woman faints. And I take a step forward because she's fainting towards me, and at the last minute, her head is snapping down towards the pavement. I put my hand down, and she falls into my hand. And afterwards, I'm talking to these other folks, like, what's going on this weekend? But fortunately, thanks to my mother paying for karate classes when I was younger, grabbing his wrist, and just being in the right place at the right time to catch her head last night, that woman, as she fainted. I'm just really grateful that this weekend didn't end up any worse than it did.
Yeah, Congressman Lee Zeldin, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experiences with us this morning.
It's great to be with you.
I'm sure we'll be talking to you more because,
things are going to heat up on the
campaign trail, right?
Can't wait.
All right,
Thanks
thank you.
again.